Ask 10 different countries what the world's best attack helicopter is, and you'll get 10 different answers. National pride has a funny way of inflating performance claims. So instead of slogans and airshow theatrics, we're ranking 10 dedicated attack helicopters from worst to best based on design maturity, combat record, survivability, firepower, and overall battlefield impact. Some of these aircraft look impressive on paper. Others have actually proven themselves under fire. That difference matters. At the bottom of this list sits Iran's Tufan, a helicopter that traces its roots straight back to the Vietnam era. Before 1979, Iran purchased American H-1 Cobra gunships. After sanctions cut off access to spare parts, Tehran began reverse engineering the platform under what became known as Project 2091. The result is essentially a refurbished 1970s Cobra with localized upgrades and a new designation. The core airframe, transmission, and rotor system remain rooted in late 1960s engineering. With a top speed hovering around 149 miles per hour and a relatively light maximum weight under 10,000 pounds, it lacks the armor and payload expected of modern heavy attack helicopters. Its armament typically includes a 20mm cannon, up to 8 anti-tank missiles derived from older American designs, and several dozen rockets. Production numbers remain small, and despite Iran's involvement in regional conflicts, the Tufan has little verified combat exposure. It represents persistence under sanctions, but not cutting-edge capability. Ninth place goes to China's Z-10, marketed as a fully indigenous breakthrough. Its development involved substantial outside influence during its early design phase. Powered by twin turboshaft engines producing roughly 1,300 shaft horsepower each, it can reach speeds near 186 miles per hour and operate above 20,000 feet. On paper, that sounds competitive. However, weight and protection trade-offs have followed the aircraft since its introduction in 2012. Early variants reportedly struggled to carry full armor and maximum weapons simultaneously. Its typical loadout includes a 23mm cannon and Chinese anti-tank missiles such as the HJ-8 or HJ-10. While China continues refining the platform, the Z-10 lacks extensive, publicly confirmed combat experience compared to more seasoned rivals. It remains an evolving system rather than a battle-hardened benchmark. In 8th position is South Korea's AH-1 Miron, developed with Airbus and derived from the civilian EC-155 utility helicopter. It represents a light attack concept rather than a heavyweight tank hunter. Twin engines producing around 1,000 horsepower each push it to approximately 150 miles per hour, with a service ceiling near 15,000 feet. A 20mm cannon and a limited number of anti-tank missiles define its primary armament. With a maximum takeoff weight just above 10,800 pounds, agility is a strength, but survivability and payload are constrained by its lighter design. Having only recently entered service, the Miron has yet to establish a combat record. It fills a niche role, replacing older light platforms, but it does not compete in the same class as heavier, more lethal gunships. 7th place belongs to India's HAL light combat helicopter, known as the Prashant. Born from lessons learned during high-altitude operations in the late 1990s, this aircraft was engineered specifically to function in thin Himalayan air. Powered by twin engines, generating about 1,200 horsepower each, it achieves speeds around 168 miles per hour and can operate above 21,000 feet. Remarkable altitude capability for an attack helicopter. Its weapons include a 20mm cannon and anti-tank guided missiles. But like several newer platforms on this list, it lacks meaningful combat history. Entering service in 2022 after a lengthy development cycle, the Prashant shows promise in extreme terrain, yet its real-world resilience remains largely untested. In 6th place stands Turkey's T-129 ATAK, based on the Italian A129 airframe but heavily modified with Turkish avionics and systems. The T-129 was optimized for hot and high environments common in the Middle East. Its twin engines deliver roughly 1,370 horsepower each. enabling speeds around 175 miles per hour and operations up to 15,000 feet. Armed with a 20mm rotary cannon, anti-tank missiles, and guided rockets, it has demonstrated operational use in regional security operations. More than 50 have entered Turkish service. Export ambitions have faced political hurdles tied to engine supply chains. Yet as a combat-proven medium attack helicopter, the T-129 represents a credible and capable system. Fifth place goes to the Eurocopter Tiger. Built primarily from composite materials carbon fiber, Kevlar, and advanced polymers, the Tiger emphasizes reduced radar signature, agility, and survivability. Depending on variant, its twin engines can produce over 1,400 horsepower each, pushing speeds close to 200 miles per hour. The French HAD version carries a 30mm cannon and advanced anti-tank missiles, while German configurations focus more on external stores and reconnaissance roles. The Tiger has accumulated combat experience in Afghanistan, Libya, and Mali, demonstrating real-world operational credibility. Agile enough to perform aggressive maneuvers rarely associated with helicopters, it blends stealth characteristics with genuine firepower. Fourth place is claimed by Italy's Leonardo AW249, a next-generation successor to the earlier A129 Mangusta, with a maximum takeoff weight exceeding 18,000 pounds and twin engines, producing roughly 2,500 horsepower each. The AW249 significantly increases payload and endurance over its predecessor. It can cruise near 178 miles per hour, operate around 20,000 feet, and remain airborne for more than 4 hours. Designed with modern survivability features, advanced countermeasures, and an open architecture allowing future upgrades. It can carry up to 16 advanced anti-tank missiles, along with rockets and air-to-air options. Though still entering service, it reflects Europe's ambition to field a heavy, highly adaptable attack helicopter for decades ahead. Third place belongs to Russia's Ka-52 Alligator, instantly recognizable for its coaxial, counter-rotating rotor system that eliminates the need for a tail rotor. The Ka-52 channels all engine power into lift and thrust, twin engines generating between 2,200 and 2,500 horsepower allow speeds near 186 miles per hour. Its maneuverability is exceptional, capable of tight turns, and unique engagement profiles uncommon to traditional single-rotor designs. The Ka-52 carries a 30mm cannon mounted to the side of the fuselage, along with various guided missiles and rockets. It features robust cockpit armor and advanced defensive suites. Most importantly, it has seen extensive operational use in Syria and Ukraine, logging significant combat sorties. Its battlefield exposure and unconventional engineering earn it a top-tier position. In second place stands Israel's AH-64 Seraph, a deeply customized Apache variant. While based on the American AH-64 platform, the Seraph integrates Israeli avionics, communications, electronic warfare systems, and domestically produced weapons, such as the Spike anti-tank missile. Retaining the 30mm chain gun and longbow radar capability, it adds unique networking and survivability enhancements tailored to Israel's operational environment. Decades of continuous combat operations across multiple conflicts have refined both tactics and systems. The Seraph exemplifies how adapting a proven airframe with specialized national upgrades can produce an exceptionally effective combat helicopter. Taking the top position is the AH-64 Apache Guardian. Since its introduction in the mid-1980s, the Apache family has defined the modern attack helicopter standard. The latest E variant pairs twin 2,000 horsepower engines with advanced sensors, networking, and the iconic mast-mounted longbow radar capable of tracking over 100 targets simultaneously. Armed with a 30mm M230 chain gun, up to 16 Hellfire missiles, and a large rocket payload, the Apache combines firepower with precision targeting. Integrated helmet displays allow pilots to slave the gun to their line of sight, dramatically increasing engagement speed. Perhaps most significant is its combat resume. Panama, the Gulf War, Kosovo, Afghanistan, Iraq, and ongoing global deployments. More than 2,700 Apaches have been delivered worldwide, making it not only the most battle-tested attack helicopter ever fielded, but also the most widely adopted. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe my channel for more information.